Hook 0-100 to 0-12 on camera, high energy, tight shot. Two very different machines, one video, the 2025-2026 Honda Black Wing Trike and the Toyota GT Super. Today we're doing a deep, camera-ready breakdown of their exterior design and the color choices that make each one sing. If you love details, stick around. This is the visual story behind two bold statements. Open title sequence 0-12 to 0-25 quick montage. Slow tracking shots of each vehicle. Black Wing Trike rolling through a coastal highway, Toyota GT Super carving a mountain road. Title card. Black Wing Trike vs Toyota GT Super, exterior and colors. Intro 0-25 to 0-45 on camera, medium shot. Hey everyone, I'm your name. Today we're comparing two very different expressions of design. One is a touring trike built for comfort, presence and long-distance swagger, the Honda Black Wing Trike. The other is a halo supercar from Toyota, the GT Super, sculpted for performance and visual drama. I'll walk you through styling cues, functional aero, material choices, wheel and lighting design, and the color palettes that were chosen to match each vehicle's personality. Transition. B-roll. Close-ups of badges, headlights. Section 1. Honda Black Wing Trike. Design philosophy 0-45 to 2-10. On camera 0-45 to 0-55. Let's start with the Black Wing Trike. Honda took the legendary gold wing character and distilled it into something with more attitude. 3 wheels, bigger rear track, and unmistakable touring presence. Voiceover B-roll 0-55 to 150. Silhouette and stance. The Black Wing Trike keeps a low, elongated profile with a broad rear end that communicates stability. The extra width aft gives it a planted stance while retaining the long hood, flowing tail proportions that make touring machines feel premium. Front fascia. Look for the aggressive, layered front cowl, LED projector clusters nested in aerodynamic housings, a compact windscreen, and a pronounced chin that hints at protection more than downforce. The surface work is subtle, soft creases rather than sharp blades, keeping things friendly to the eye. Side treatment. The fairing to seat transition is smooth and integrated. Functional vents are tucked into the lower fairing and behind the front forks to feed the engine and manage heat, while the bodywork hides luggage seams neatly for a clean look. Rear end and trike conversion. The trike conversion adds large, sculpted fenders over the twin rear wheels and an assertive diffuser-style lower valance. The taillight is wide and horizontal, emphasizing the vehicle's road presence at night. Wheels and chrome. Expect a mix of machined alloys and tasteful chrome or dark metal accents. The wheels are typically larger and beefy to visually balance the wider rear. On camera 150 to 210. The design language is all about approachable sophistication, comfortable but masculine, with just enough edge to say, this is not your average tourer. Section 2. Honda. Color options and finishes 210 to 310. Voiceover B-roll close-ups of paint. Color philosophy. Honda's palette for the Black Wing Trike leans into classic touring tones, deep metallic reds, midnight black, pearl whites and a few premium two-tone treatments. These colors prioritize long-distance appeal and resale friendliness. Metallics and pearls. The metallic finishes are multi-layered for depth under sunlight. Pearl whites and deep blues have subtle mica to create a premium shimmer, while darker shades use fine metallic flakes for a richer, denser look. Accent treatments. Many trims use contrast pinstripes, stitched seat piping, and optional brushed aluminum trim. On higher spec versions you'll find gloss black or satin black packages that tone down chrome for a modern look. Practical. Coatings. Honda typically applies durable clear coats and UV-resistant finishes aimed at reducing fade, useful for a touring machine that sees sun and highway miles. On camera 310 to 320. If you want a restrained, classic look, go for the deep metallics. If you want modern and stealthy, the gloss black trim packages are the pick. Transition. Split screen. Black Wing Trike vs Toyota GT Super silhouette. Section 3. Toyota GT Super. Design philosophy 320 to 5 o'clock. On camera 320 to 335. Now to the other end of the spectrum, the Toyota GT Super. This is a halo car, sculpted, low, and unapologetically dramatic. Everything here is about speed, downforce and theatrical presence. Voiceover, B-roll, 335 to 440. Silhouette and proportions. Extremely low bonnet, wide track, long wheelbase with short overhangs. The profile reads fast even at a standstill. The roofline is compact, with aerodynamic hips that house huge rear arches. Front design. Expect an aggressive splitter, layered aero elements, and a striking headlight signature, thin LEDs, multiple lighting layers, and integrated daytime running lamps that accentuate the car's width. Body surfaces. Hard creases, tension panels, and purposeful cutouts define the GT Super. Each vent, fin and louver looks like it has a performance reason: brake cooling, turbocharge intercooler feeding, or rear deck downforce generation. Rear aero. A muscular rear diffuser, active wing or fixed high downforce spoiler, and vertically stacked exhaust outlets give the GT Super a race-bred finish. Taillight bars or sculpted clusters frame the car's rear like a signature. Wheels and brakes. Lightweight multi-spoke forged alloys, clearance for gigantic carbon ceramic rotors and bright calipers, everything is performance first and highly visible. On camera, 4:40 to 5 o'clock. The GT Super is made to be noticed. Its design isn't polite, it's theatrical, engineered, and sculpted to scream performance. Section 4. Toyota. Color options and special paints, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Voiceover, B-roll of paint swatches. Color philosophy. Toyota's halo cars often use bold colors to underline their character. Expect high contrast hues, electric reds, championship whites, deep performance blues, and some limited edition shades with special names. Performance finishes. The GT Super's paints may include matte or satin options, exposed carbon fiber weave-in raw or clear-coated finishes, and two-tone combos that visually separate the roof wing from the body. Racing heritage nods. Toyota typically offers racing liveries or stripes that reference the brand's motorsport past, subtle or loud depending on the buyer's taste. Customization and special series. For halo models, Toyota sometimes releases special series with unique colors, metallics blended with pearlescent layers, or even bespoke color by request programs for high-end customers. On camera, 6 o'clock to 6:15. If you want to shout performance on the street, go bright red or vivid blue. For a stealthier, more menacing look, satin blacks and exposed carbon panels do the job. Section 5. Side-by-side comparison. Design and color reads, 6:15 to 7:10. On camera with split screen, 6:15 to 6:30. Quick comparison. What do these designs tell you, and why do their colors matter? Voiceover, B-roll, 6:30 to 7:10. Purpose. Black Wing Trike equals comfort, presence, and touring practicality. Colors are chosen for timelessness and curb appeal. Toyota GT Super equals performance first, visual drama, colors emphasize speed and exclusivity. Material language. Honda uses more body-colored surfaces and functional trim. Toyota adds exposed performance materials like carbon, large brakes, and sculpted aero bits. Buyer signals. If you pick a Black Wing Trike color, you're saying, I value long rides and comfort with style. If you pick the GT Super, you're declaring performance and individuality. Outro. CTA and final notes, 7:10 to 7:40. On camera, 7:10 to 7:30. Both vehicles are brilliant examples of design targeted at different drivers. The Honda Black Wing Trike is about elegant utility, long-distance refinement with tasteful colors. The Toyota GT Super is about raw emotion, sculpted surfaces and bold paints that demand attention. Call to action, 7:30 to 7:40. If you enjoyed the visual deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which color you'd pick for each, classic or bold. I'll read the best answers in the next video. End card, outro montage, 7:40 to 8 o'clock. Slow motion detail shots. Badge, wheel rotation, shifting sunlight on paint. Text. Subscribe, watch next. Related video thumbnail. Notes for editors. Insert close-up paint swatches when talking color finishes. Use neutral, cinematic music under design sections. Ramp up to driving beat for GT Super shots. Overlay on-screen labels for color names and material callouts when shown.